Yoga for mental health. So this is the fourth in my short videos on addressing the issue of mental health that we all from time to time in our lives can struggle with. And so we've looked at the simple tools that we can use, the simple reminders, because there can be a tendency of feeling very much out of control with your life, with the world around you. And so just by being actively be able to have something tangible to practice. So we looked at the mudra, just simply resting the tip of your index fingers with the tips of your thumbs. When you find yourself maybe spiraling a little bit, when you find yourself becoming all too lost in fears, anxieties, so just by making that contact, there's that simple realization that there is something that you can actively do to address the way you feel, your experience at least of how you feel. And then there's the breathing, 4-2-4-2 ratio. Again, that can establish more of a grounding, a centering. There's your approach to your practice, your approach to yourself, to be able to, in a way, witness, to observe your thoughts, to experience how you feel without the usual instantaneous knee-jerk reaction. And in that short space from the thought, the emotion, the witnessing, well then we can use the tools. You can use the mudra, you can connect with your breath. But today I'm going to look at our overall approach really to your mental health. And first and foremost, it's not useful in my experience to look upon yourself as needing to be corrected, needed to be fixed. There's a reassurance in the fact that we never feel the same, we never think the same. So no matter how much you think that this is your natural state of being, and it always will be, well, that's simply not the case. I think I've said before the analogy of a river, and when you come to step into that river, that same river, it's never stepping into the same river twice. So for this short session, again bringing together the different elements that we've already explored and already looked at, using the mudra, 4-2-4-2 ratio. How long to practice the 4-2-4-2 ratio? Well, maybe 3 minutes, maybe longer if you'll move to practice longer. But all the time as well, there's your approach to yourself. It's not useful to view yourself as needing to be fixed. You're already complete. I can assure you of that. You're not waiting for some better version of yourself somewhere in the future. This is your time, right here, right now. And as much as you can, be at ease with that time. Not looking for the perfect version of yourself. Not looking for things that you can introduce in your life which will be a betterment for yourself. It doesn't mean you don't make plans. It doesn't mean you don't have ideas. Plans, ideas for the future, but without creating a mind moving, without waiting for that better fixed version of yourself in the future, because this is the reality. And I can tell you, you're a complete being, a complete person right now as you are. When we experience that, sometimes that stillness, and there's a stillness to be felt, to be experienced, simply in the space between each breath. That's why we practice the Savitri ratio. You breathe in for the count of 4, you hold your breath for the count of 2, you exhale to the count of 4, You hold your breath out for the count of 2, and you can't deny that there's a stillness there between your breath, and you know that stillness is a part of you. It's not something that's produced by the breathing. The breathing just reveals itself in a little way to you. So you're not waiting, not looking for this better version of yourself. So this short practice is simply to be maybe more aware of your approach to yourself and letting go of projections. A projection in this sense is that idea that you are in a process to be fixed, to be mended, to become whole. You are whole. It's there beneath all of the busyness of our minds. And as well, it's what today's society imposes upon us. There's an idealism, there's this perfection that we see, social media, how to look, how to live. And that's illusionary. This is your life, right here, right now. And as we sit together. You're not alone. You're not alone with fears, your anxieties. Make a comment if you want to share some things, but it's a two-way process. I'm here to share, and as I share my practice with you, it's as if I can feel you sat in front of me, and there's that connection. You're not alone with whatever you're dealing with at this moment. There's always networks of support, and ultimately we've got ourselves, our higher selves, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this simple program, about finding contentment in what lies in your life right here, right now. Contentment, even gratitude. You might not feel very grateful for life, but gratitude, like contentment, is always there. So I'll introduce this in the next part of this simple program. And so enjoy your practice. Look around you. Look at the things in life that mean something to you in the here and now. Well, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share this. Thank you for allowing me to share my